I'm here to talk to you about pH meters. To begin, let's start off with a safety contact. It's extremely important to be proactive and report all hazards that you see in the workshop or the lab. So let's take a look here. Homer is being pretty reckless right now. He's using a drill in one hand and a handsaw in the other, and it actually looks like the handsaw might cut into the cord of the drill. Definitely not okay. In the back, you see that Lisa's screaming about 10 different cords going to a 4-piece outlet. And if you look by her feet, there's an unattended saw just laying on the floor. And to top it all off, there's a giant crack in the wall. Someone needs to step in, take initiative, and say something about this step. It could save someone's life and keep everyone else safe in the lab. So let's get down to it. What is a pH meter? It's an instrument that is used to detect and measure acidity or alkalinity of a solution. pH is measured on a scale of 0 to 14. As you can see, 7 is our neutral zone. Anything below 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is alkaline. So here we have a benchtop pH meter. You can actually find one of these in your lab or even in your high school chemistry lab. These bad boys can range from anywhere between $475 to $1,300. That's pretty expensive. Now here we have the portable pH meter. As you can see, these two pictures are a little bit different from each other, but they still get the same job done. And these are much more affordable than a benchtop meter. They only range from about $12 to $85. So how does a pH meter really work? Here we have a little video that might be able to help explain what's actually happening in a pH meter. So a pH meter is a very simple system. It consists of a meter and 1 or 2 probes. These components are able to measure pH level when there is a complete electrical circuit present. This is an extremely versatile tool, and it can be used in a lot of different situations, specifically in the food industry and in school. So let's talk about the school side of it. Here we have an Arduino-based pH sensor for the visually impaired. We have an Arduino-based sensor and pH paper being used in this experiment. So to start, you're going to have a changing color of your indicator paper. From there, it's going to be detected by the RGB color sensor. And once that is completed, there's going to be a distinctive audible tone that will let the student know what is happening in front of them. So here's a little simplified version. I'm going to test my unknown solution with pH paper. Then I'm going to have that detected by the RGB color sensor. Now say if I have red come up. Okay, that's great. I know that's red, but my visually impaired friend doesn't know that. So a distinctive tone for red will pop up and they'll be able to hear that and distinguish what is happening. Pretty cool, right? Next, let's talk about pH testing in the food industry. You may have not known that pH testing was in the food industry, but now you do. This is how we can produce safe and high quality food. It's actually used to monitor bacteria growth. This can actually be extremely deadly. We need to keep a low reading of 4.6 in order to keep all food safe. And if you didn't know, pH can affect the taste, look, smell, and consistency of any types of food. For example, could you imagine jelly being liquid? Well, thank God that it's more jello-like than liquidy, because that's what we have pH to thank for. So